friends, welcome back to the channel AK Gardening Passion. Friends, how are you all? Do give comments and your garden updates in the comment box so that I will be also knowing about something of your gardens. So friends, today's video is on Canna Lily. Friends, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of new videos on my channel, and it's free to subscribe. So friends, Canna Lily is the most oldest and commonest plant of the gardens. It grows nearly 2 to 4 feet of height. Then they have large foliage, and the foliage is available in many shades of greens and maroons and also of bronze color. And in green and brown color there is availability of variegated variety. It is a perennial plant and it has large flowers which grow in bunches. Canna lilies are low maintenance and which are easy to grow plants. The relatives of canna lily are banana plant and heliconias, different types of heliconias. The flowers add colors to your gardens, and leaves add long lasting foliage in your garden. It might be green or maroon. The flowers are available in many vibrant colors like red, orange, yellow, pink, also variegated type. The one bloom of flower will stay one day, but it may have many buds on one stick of flower. So this stick may have flower blooms for 4 to 5 days depending on the number of buds. Friends, the plant in this video is my canna lily plant. It is of green color, which is variegated variety. Friends, the flower of this plant is orange color. So I have planted it nearly 1 year back, and see, now it's summer season and it is blooming. Friends, these variegated varieties will develop the seed pods or fruit, but the seeds will not be developed by these variegated variety plants. So I have planted it in directly land nearby the lawn. And one more variety I have, that is of green leaves and red flowers. Friends, this variety is dwarf variety. Now it is not on bloom, so I have put on some pics of this plant. So friends, we will see canna lily plant under following headings. First, we will see about the soil requirement. Mostly canna lilies are grown directly into the land in huge numbers to create borders, but they can be grown in containers as well as in various pots. The roots do not require a deep container, so 5 to 7 inches of deep container is enough for it, but the width of the container should be more. Canna lily requires wet and water retaining soil because canna lily loves water. Friends, for this you can use potting mix of 20% coco peat, 60% of garden soil and 20% of compost like leaf mold compost, vermicompost or old cow dung manure. Here the container should have minimal holes or minimal drainage system, water drainage system, so that the water will be retained in the soil for longer time. And if you are planning to plant the canna lily plant directly in the land, then choose where there is water stagnation or areas in your garden, or make the area where water will remain or collect and stay for long time. Many of the times they are used as treatment to avoid water stagnation, as they absorb more water and they can also tolerate well draining soil. And when using the soil, it should be rich in organic matter. So friends, talking about the propagation of canna lily, friends, as this plant is used as summer bedding plant, they can be planted in winters. But if you live in cold or frosty climates, it is difficult for the plant to grow. Canna lilies can be grown in containers or borders. For container, choose containers shallow and long containers. Long means concerning with width of the container. Canna lilies spreads rapidly by the rhizomes. Friends, rhizomes are the underground stems which looks like ginger. These rhizomes have the eyes or buds from which the new shoots grow. Friends, they grow easily from rhizomes if you separate and cultivate them. Rhizomes are also available in the shops which are in period of dormancy. The rhizomes are also called as bulbs and sold in dry form. You can also buy these canna lily plants directly from nursery for cultivation. But when you are going to buy the canna lily plants from nursery, you might be confused how to select the plant, as we cannot identify the color of the flower from the leaves or the plant many of the times. As such, some of the varieties can be identified easily. For cultivation, the rhizome should be planted 1 inch below the soil or sowed 1 inch below the soil. After cultivation of single rhizome, when plant starts to grow, then their rhizomes also starts to spread. And again you can separate these rhizomes and cultivate it in different places. Friends, the second method of cultivation of canna lily is by seeds. But many of the varieties do not produce the seeds. So some of the varieties you have to buy from nurseries, or you have to collect the rhizomes of these varieties. These seeds can be collected when the flower falls from the plant and the fruit or seed pod starts developing on the plant, which looks like a green in color, and after drying it looks brown in color. And after drying, then you can collect the seeds from these seed pods. The seeds are pearl shaped and black in color. You can sow the seeds and new plant will be germinated, but the seeds are formed only in wild varieties or some varieties. So friends, talking about the watering or water requirement for the canna lilies. Canna lilies loves water most, and they also require moist and wet soils. And if experimented, they can also be grown as water plants. So water them daily and see the soil remains wet. Overwatering also can be tolerated by canna lilies. Next is about the light requirements of canna lilies. Canna lily loves warm and heat climates, but they will not grow properly in frosty and cold climates. They can grow very nice in full sun of 6 to 8 hours a day or more, but if planted in partial sun, they will only have foliage but less or no flowering. So if you are planning to plant canna lily, then plant or place the container in full sun where the full sun is available. So friends, talking about the fertilizer requirements for canna lilies. Friends, canna lilies loves organic rich soil and organic fertilizers. So you can use vermicompost, old cow dung manure and leaf mold, or a liquid fertilizer spray, or you can directly pour the liquid fertilizer into the soil. For this, you can fertilize the plants every 3 months, but don't forget to fertilize them at early seasons, as the plant produces more flowers in summer season, and the blooming season of this plant is summer season. But the plant also produce some flowers in remaining seasons. If you are using chemical fertilizers, then you can use 19-19-19 spray for it and avoid the use of fertilizers in the winter season. So friends, talking about the pruning of canna lilies, friends, only the thing is you have to cut off the stem which have finished the bloom. Then it should be cut off from the soil level so that it will increase the plant's ability to develop the new shoots. So talking about maintenance of canna lilies, friends, these canna lilies are the low maintenance plants. Only the maintenance is to remove the old leaves and dried leaves of the plant and cut off the stem of the plants if the bloom is finished. And if the plant has grown densely, you can cut off the stems to avoid the overcrowding of the plant. And if planted in the containers, then you can separate the rhizomes and again plant it in different containers, but do this in winter or rainy seasons. So friends, talking about the pests and the diseases in the canna lily plant, the plant has attacked by viral and fungal diseases. For it, you have to remove the affected parts and destroy it. Removing the affected part and destroying it is one of the prevention of the diseases, so do it regularly. And if you see any of the diseases, then you can spray the neem oil or a soap solution. If you see the mites, diseases on the canna lily plant can be avoided by removing the dyed and dried parts from the plant. So friends, this was all about the canna lily plant. As this plant grows dense and is low maintenance, add this plant in your gardens, side by the lawns or entrance areas. Friends, these plants looks very beautiful and the flowers stand out very nicely and very vibrant in colors. So friends, this plant looks fabulous near water bodies, and also these flowers attracts the bees and the birds, butterflies in your gardens. And also you can plant these plants in the long containers. You can also add it in your terrace gardens to add on the foliage and bring up the colors of the flowers in your terrace gardens. So friends, do add the canna lily plant. So friends, thanks for watching this video. Keep watching for more upcoming videos, but don't forget to subscribe the channel as it is free to subscribe. So friends, let's meet with another upcoming interesting video. Thank you.